Hi friends, welcome back to Nook. So today I'm going to try something I've never made before. Is some fajita chicken. It's actually going to be like the chicken breast. I have my enamel pan over here starting to go ahead and start getting warmed up. I have my steamer over here that's going to steam some sweet peas. And then behind me I have my Instapot. And I have some sweet potatoes in here. And some potatoes because I don't like sweet potatoes, but I'm going to show you real quick on that because I got to get this started. So go ahead and put that in there. It has about a half a cup of water, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit the pressure cook button. Each one of my Instapots are different, so I can't remember where each one of them are. I'm going to go ahead and put 25 because the sweet potatoes are going to take up quite a bit of time here. This one you don't have to hit a power button to start it, so it's just going to go ahead and get started. And then over here I have my, it's called a Yokani or whatever. This was given to me for a review, and I really love steaming my vegetables in here. Now we've never steamed peas because Mark loves peas. I'm not a big fan of them, but my brother-in-law is over here and he's had to change his diet a little bit, so that's why we're having this instead of something else, to try to go with his a little bit more low carb. It's not going to be completely low carb, so this is not going to be a low carb meal, but it's going to be closer than probably the things I normally cook. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in enough peas for the two of them. And I'm going to go ahead and close this. Now on the top, you're going to see when I hit buttons, there will be times. And what I want to do is I want to do this for, Mark and I decided it should probably be about 5 minutes. So I have to probably go through all this to get back to like 5 minutes here. Oops. Okay, I'm going to have to go ahead and fix that. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so I finally fixed that, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit start. That's going to go ahead and get these peas to be steamed. And I'm going to go ahead and bring you over to the stove. Okay, so this pan is heated up enough here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw some oil in here. And because the chicken is still just a little bit frozen, not by much, I'm going to turn this down now that I have that going. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out the 3 chicken breasts. I guess I'll have to wash my hands because everything's probably stuck, including that little diaper that they put in there. Wash my hands. Alright. Making splatters every which way. And I'm going to go ahead and use some of that seasoning I got at Gordon Food Services, which is onions, paprika and stuff, and I think that should probably taste pretty good. But I have my stove on low. So go ahead and put those seasoning on here, and I will be seasoning both sides. And what's going to happen, I wanted to use this pan because this pan actually has a lid. So I can turn this way down and cook this nice and slow. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's on low, which it is. Go ahead and put the lid on here. So meanwhile, in this pan, I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Find my scissors again. I seem like I'm always losing my scissors. I have my green peppers that I had from my garden. And I'm going to go ahead and put those in the pan. Now I know, like low carb, you're not supposed to have a lot of onions and stuff like that. I asked him if he's okay with me adding a little bit extra onions. This has some onions in it, but I really like a lot of onions. And even though this meal is trying to be done up for him, he understands my love of onions. So that works out too. And what I'll be doing is, you know, frying these up and getting these all cooked, because this is what's going to go over top of the chicken once it's actually being cooked. I've never had this before. I guess there'll be some cheese on the chicken, and then you pour this over the chicken. Myself, I would love to have mushrooms in this. I don't know for sure if you've had mushrooms in this. I guess I'm gonna have to ask the boys if they want mushrooms. Let me ask them real quick. All right, I asked them. So I took a can of my home canned mushrooms. Technically, fajitas doesn't have mushrooms in it, but my rule's my kitchen, right? So that will work like that. That's what I'm going for. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fried up here, get this all nice and looking good, and we'll show you the next step. Now I did forget to add the salt and pepper to this too, so that's what I'm gonna do now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead, I flipped that, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on. Alright, because the boys are having peas, I didn't want to open up like a can of corn that would go to waste for me or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and have a side salad. I didn't have my salad yesterday, so this will just be for me, because I usually make a huge, massive salad. This will be just a tease for me, but I'll have a meal, so it's okay. I didn't get my cheese back in the half-gallon containers yet. Put a little bit of cheese on there. And then I have some cucumbers from my garden still. Alright. And then I have this thing I had gotten off Temu. And it works really well, because usually I put boiled eggs for more protein. So I just go ahead and I put my egg on there. And I just go ahead and I push that through. And it gives me nice little diced eggs for my salad. So all I gotta do is put my toppings or my dressing on there, and my side is done. Okay, so what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go ahead and put on, the chicken is done. It's past the amount that it needs to be, past the 165. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple pieces of provolone cheese. I'm only put one on mine because mine's not as big. Go ahead and put the lid back on here, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off. And the peppers are done, so we don't have to worry about that, and I will be putting that right over top of that, and I will get this dish around here.
Brown sugar.
Oh, look at that, you guys. Look at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this put together. I'll meet you over at the island. Okay, here's my dinner. And I'm having just regular baked potatoes, and that's the chicken with the fajita chicken, the deviled eggs, and my salad. Alright, and this is what the guys' is looking like. The deviled egg is over there for them. But Mark likes brown sugar, cinnamon, and butter on his sweet potato. Steve does not. He took all the recipes because he likes peas. And this is the fajita chicken, and they got their steamed peas with some butter, and that's going to be their meals. So thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very, very blessed and wonderful day.